So, guys, let me remind us something. Please, I need your attention. Beyond the tasks we're doing, is teaching us to keep our eyes on the goal. Now, let me tell you what's in it for you. You're building your careers. You met an entrepreneur before, building their business. Typically, they have goals. I want to turn this. It's just a lot of them don't know that they don't have goals. I've told you what our own goal is. In your case, you have to see the career you're building like your own venture. Do you know what I said? Like your own venture. So, while you work for a startup or whatever, it is that I am building, listen to this, I'm building a track record. The mistake, I've been around for 18 years on this matter and I've observed the mistake a lot of people are doing is they're building certification, they're building an accumulation of job descriptions they call experience, but it's not experience. But you know what they lack? Track record. What is a track record? A track record is, I killed lion, I killed bear, I can kill Goliath. Chicken. Now, those that understand. If you don't understand, Google it. But let me say it again. I am a business growth analyst. My target was 5,000 users. I delivered. Chicken. Anything else is story. So from the ones chasing, and I'm saying this respectfully, certifications, extra degrees, they are all great, but they must be confined to the context of track record. If your degree and your certification does not give you a track record, in other words, you don't resume work on Monday morning and contribute to the bottom line, pack it and throw it away. Let me repeat myself. If whatever you did in school, or you're doing extra, running around weekends, or midnight candle, and that thing you're doing does not deliver your CEO cannot recognize your contribution to the bottom line. I don't want to say anything foul. Pack it and throw it away. It's useless. This is what we're looking for. Track record. I don't have nothing against degrees. I will pursue at elite universities. Elite, Ivy League. With all due respect to all the other universities. For my level, that's what I'll pursue. But, pending when I do that, I need track record. Even those ones are looking for people with track record. So that they add to what they have. Do you understand? They're not looking for takers, they're looking for givers. They want people that bring stuff to the table. And how do you build track record? You can start, even if it's driver. Oh, I helped organize my Oga's life and I settled the fight between him and his madam. It's a track record. So I've solved the problem. I've become like their personal assistant and I've arranged their lives. Do you understand? That's the power we have. It's the power of Naaman's slave girl. She healed the man. Don't know the story? Google it. Now, here's the thing. With AI and all the things that are going on in the world, right? There are 3 categories. Now, there are plenty. But me, I know 3. Listen, there are more than 3. But I know 3. How do you build track records? Track records essentially are the things you do within the outcomes you deliver. Outcomes. It's outcomes. It's not tasks. You know, some of that, I sent email, I followed up with tasks. And some of us have become perfect in gaming our organizations where before your CEO turns, the month don't end. So when they come, they sit with you, you just be like this. If you dribble them, month has ended. So you just be reporting the barest minimum. Nothing is really moving. There's a lot of activity. Show up, suit, Saturday, pick up. Nothing. Business, your own contribution, 0. It's a very dangerous place to be. And most times, they take advantage of busy executives or line managers who are too busy to pay attention to their dribbles. And those who are unlucky, I use the word unlucky, who are in departments that are not building anything. They're in departments that don't design, don't develop, essentially departments that maintain KPIs. They don't do OKRs. So what do you mean? They maintain systems. They didn't build the system. Do you understand? If they leave, the system continues. They are not builders. It's different from those who are in OKRs. Now, KPIs are important. Don't get me wrong. We need KPIs because we need to maintain standards. I combine both. KPI OKRs. But KPIs maintain. OKRs build. Objectives and what? Key results. Build. So here are the 3 popular roles. Listen, there are more. Again, there are more. Let me start with my favorite, the one I started my career with, business analyst. Now, unfortunately, the tech people came and stole it and then turned it into one kind of technology. The business analyst we were trained in management consulting, big global 4, is what is your problem? I will solve it. You don't understand? Nelson Mandela, you came out of prison, spent 27 years, became president, finished your term. What next? I gathered business analysts to give me a plan. That's how, do you understand? That's business analyst. A post-presidential, a post-retirement life plan for Nelson Mandela. You heard me. That's work they give some people. Political campaign, Ogun State Senatorial Zone. I need an economic blueprint. Business analyst, help me. We're organizing the largest technology conference in Lagos. Business analyst, come and put that. Jonathan, what is your problem? I will comprehend, articulate, and provide using the appropriate tools, the complete communication, what needs to be done. So tech people came and said, we are building technology solutions. We need business analysts to come and design the workflows. And that's the portion they picked out. But there's a whole chunk of things. So I actually prefer to call them business generalists. What is your problem? I will solve it. That's the number 1 most sought after skill in the market. Go and write it down. And I have this on recording. People don't know that's what it is. Executive assistant, admin. Okay, who organized the World Cup? What kind of competencies do you think people that organize the World Cup are doing? If you work in President Tinubu's office, what do you think you'll be doing? What does he need? Research? Like it's a broad range of things. So I don't want to mention some certifications here. When you are in a pigeonhole, that's if your department, if your function is not needed, then they don't need you. But if you're a generalist, now I'm not saying because people come and start arguing. Listen, broad. That's what management consultants have on us. Well, we management consultants, my former life, and present life too. Tesla, SpaceX. Don't ask me which one is SpaceX. Do you understand? So, generalists. Listen, read my lips. Number 1 competence in the market, business generalist. Number 1. How do I know? All the big consulting firms, that's what they are. They're generalists. Now, they have specialists. Finance, corporate finance, AI, technology, but they still operate the fundamental thinking patterns. Because how do you get into an organization that you have no experience? And you are the one calling the shots. When there are people that are there for donkey years. That's what a generalist is. Now, the second one, which I'm falling in love with, and I'm pitching my tent to, is commercial success. That's where you have customer success, marketing, sales. Their end goal is commercial success. Commercial success means I'm responsible for the money in the bank. Sales, marketing. That's my new love. And that's why so I've done this one for a long time. Of course, at a very senior level from junior. I started as a business analyst, senior business analyst, associate, senior associate. I gave myself that title even when I started consulting practice with my partner. My card did not read founder. It didn't read partner. It read associate. So, commercial success. It is not that it's the most sought after. It is the most essential. But very few people live in that realm or have the ability to contribute to it. The third one is operations genius. Now, I was being careful because operations is also at KPI level. It's maintenance of task. But the word genius means you don't stop at maintaining it. You have the ability to build it. You can design it. It says we're rewiring, listen to this, we're rewiring the entire transport infrastructure of Lagos State. Just like the London London transport system, where bus, train, tram, subway, whatever, Bam! Lagos wants to do it. You bring an operational genius to design it, to build a lot of systems thinking. But you can see it's borrowing a lot from business analysts because you learn those fundamentals. But the issue there is, it doesn't have any, it's not like, of course, there's commercial responsibilities there, but it's to actually make it work. That's the word. To make it work. This one can tell you what needs to be done. Business analysts can design, and they can, some people abuse them and say just advice, they make fun of us, but don't worry. If we're so useless, nobody will be paying us. We are the ones that are able to interpret dreams. That's the business analyst and I'm just sharing this. These are not like, these are my personal theories, but it's my own observations. And I'm sure you know it makes sense. So that's operational dreams. Now there are other ones I don't know, the finance, but my point is not really the functional. I'm not discussing functional areas. I'm saying if you want to move to become if you want to be outcome-led and have track records, commercial, operational, and then this thinking, business analyst, analytical, problem-solving category is it.